Welcome to BMBBH News with your host Kev, the number one black man to bring you all of the latest news, minus the WS.
Okay, this is an interesting one out of Charlotte, North Carolina. And this is as reported by the New York Times. And the headline reads, "A black student's mother complained about fences. He was expelled." Okay, before we get into this story, I would like to give a thank you to all of my new subscribers and my existing subscribers. Thank you for your support. But if you're watching this and you haven't done so, please go below the screen, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, share wherever you can, and hit that notification bell, and make sure it's on all notifications so you will know immediately when I upload news stories such as these and do live broadcast. Now, let's get to this story right here. The woman with the resting bee face pictured here is Miss Faith Fox, and standing beside her is her son Jamel. Now, as the New York Times reported, Miss Fox is a lawyer and a single mother. Yeah, they really wanted you to make sure you knew that. But the problems began when Miss Fox took exception to her son's English class being given a school assignment on the August Wilson critically acclaimed play Fences. Now, for those of you who don't know what Fences is, Fences was a play that was presented in the 80s that was a story about a black family in 1950s racist America. The play would eventually get adapted to the big screen in 2016, starring Denzel Washington and Viola Davis. Miss Fox was mortified at the thought of the students who in the school, the demographic is predominantly white, so there are very few black students. She was mortified at the students reading the dialogue out loud, which is laced with racial slurs, even from page 1. She would then send a number of emails, which eventually would lead to a meeting with school officials where they would agree to give Jamel an alternate assignment. But this would escalate, and Miss Fox, along with several parents, would continue to complain, and Miss Fox would even go as far as to post about the matter in a parent Facebook group. On Thanksgiving Day, Miss Fox and her son received notification that Jamel was no longer a student of the institution. Jamel was very distraught about this, as he had recently made the school's basketball team and said in an interview that he hoped to graduate as a Providence Day lifer, he said, "I was completely crushed. There was no, please don't kick me out. I won't say this. I won't say that. My mom won't say this. My mom won't say that." And now he is making plans to attend public school in January. Miss Fox felt that the school's treatment of her son was wrong, and proved that any claims of respecting or creating diversity within the alumni, the faculty, and the school student body itself is just lip service. She was stated, "You can have important conversations about race and segregation without destroying the confidence and self-esteem of your black students and the black population." The school's demographic is just over 7% black in school's 1,780 member student body, which is about 17% white, and the rest identify as members of other minority groups. But there are two sides to a story. A spokeswoman for the school, Leigh Dyer, said last week that officials were saddened that Jamel had to leave, and is quoted in saying, "As a school community, we value a diversity of thought and teach students to engage in civil discourse around topics they might not necessarily agree on. We have the same expectation for the adults in our community." Okay, now the termination letter itself cited that there was bullying, harassment, and racially discriminatory actions and slanderous accusations towards the school itself by Jamel's mother. Ms. Dyer provided a statement that said Ms. Fox had made multiple personal attacks against a person of color in our school administration, causing that person to feel bullied, harassed, and unsafe in the discussions about fences. It also was said that Ms. Fox had a history of making toxic statements about the faculty and others at the school, but it should be noted that Ms. Dyer did not provide examples. Now, here's what Ms. Fox had to say about that. She denied it. She says, instead of addressing the issue, they are trying to make me seem like an angry, ranting black woman. All right, if she's not an angry, ranting black woman, she's sure wearing the face of one. I'll tell you that. But something I'm taking away from this situation, if there was anything illegal that happened in any of this story would probably have been reported as the mother of a black student is suing the school for unfairly dismissing her son. Now, this is not the case, which really gives some validity to the claims that the school rep was making, because that's probably why she got that look on her face, because it's probably nothing that she could have did, because she probably is guilty of the bullying and the harassment and the name calling. And this also is reflecting of the fact that this society is about to prioritize this people of color thing over being black. So I just want everyone to get ready, and that is the fault of people like her anyway, but that's a whole nother story. Some of the points are this. Number one, why in this situation would she be worried about racism anyway when she sent her son to a predominantly white school? What did she think was going to happen? Oh, he was just going to get this squeaky clean education that was well dressed in this pretty package. Let me tell you something. I knew a young man that went to elementary school at a predominantly white school. He was black. And he said that those are some N-word swilling kids. Now, I don't know if this is the case with Jamel, but it's a huge possibility. But seriously, are we really doing enough to prepare our children that are born in these modern times for racism and facing it when they're confronting with it? I don't think that we're doing enough at all, based on the attitudes of some of these millennials that I see. They really don't care. They think it's an old person thing. And he had just made the basketball team, and this is the only school that he had ever known. So his mother, probably being a single mom, probably does kind of battle axe a little bit. And guess what he's going to do when he grows up and gets old enough? Guess what the ethnicity of his woman is going to be? And it's not going to be a self-hate thing, because you can already see it in this situation. Did she care more about how she felt, or did she care about what was really going on? Now, I will agree that it's like, if you're going to teach children, school students, to have a serious conversation about racism, why don't you use actual history instead of a stage play? Because, in the curriculums across America, they're trying to remove slavery. So for the school to sit up there and say that they want to teach the schools, students, about diversity and respect for one another, then I'm going to have to agree with Ms. Fox on the fact that, yeah, this is just lip service. But her being a lawyer and all, if there was anything illegal that would happen in her son's removal, then she would probably be pursuing it at this moment. Otherwise, it might actually be true that she did get very flippant with this faculty, probably started shouting, cursing people out, calling people names, and that's why she's sitting up there in that picture looking like that now, because she probably doesn't have a leg to stand on. Yeah, and you know what's this really sad part? She's probably not doing anything real of any substance that is bringing her son up to be an actual good black man. So, all right. So the only thing I will say is I wish young Jamil good luck. All right. There's not much more to say about this. Hopefully he doesn't walk into a situation where he's going to get called a socially awkward lame and find out that racism isn't his only problem when you're a black man in America. But he's probably about to get a swift crash course. So anyway, this is it for now. Thank you for watching the video. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe. And Kev We Trust, goodbye. And long live the habitual line steppers.